Hey, I'm Danika, and today I'll be taking you through a 20-minute full body workout. This workout will target every part of your body, including your legs and your core. It contains exercises ranging from jump squats to shoulder taps. Let's get started. For the first exercise, we're going to do curtsy lunges. Complete this exercise for the following 20 seconds on your same foot because we will switch sides. Unlike a typical lunge, a curtsy lunge also benefits your inner thighs. Now let's switch to the other side. Remember, when you do a curtsy lunge, your back leg should be going across and intercepting the path of your front leg. Additionally, try to get your knee as low to the ground as possible. Next up, we're going to do jump squats. You're going to go into a low, deep squat with your feet hips width apart, and then you are going to explode upwards. Jump squats increase your explosive power and additionally improve your lower body strength. They also burn calories faster than a typical squat would. To do a sumo squat, you're going to place your feet wider than hips width apart, and you're going to point your toes outward. And then you're going to go into a squat, making sure that your knees do not go over your toes and going down as low as you can go. Then you are going to stand back up. In addition to benefiting your butt and calves and quads, sumo squats also benefit your inner thighs. To do a single leg glute bridge, you're going to put one foot on the ground and one foot in the air. The power should be going through the heel of the foot that's on the ground, not the toe. And then with the leg that's up in the air, you can either bend it or you can challenge yourself and straighten it to get a good stretch. Now we're going to switch to the other side. Push your hips up as high as you can into the air. Next up, we're going to do touch squats. It'll probably take me more than 30 seconds to describe how to do this exercise, so if you don't know how to, just look at the video. But while doing this exercise, aim to get your quads parallel to the ground and try to touch the ground. Also, make sure that your knees do not go over your toes. Knees to feet. You're going to start in a position where your knees are bent and touching the ground, and then you're going to stand up. If you need to, you can get a pillow or roll up your mat so that your knees do not hurt. To do inchworm with a push-up, you're going to start in a standing position, then touch the ground with your hands, trying to keep your legs straight. Then you're going to walk your hands out, do a push-up, walk back in, and stand up. I'm going to be doing the push-up on my knees, but if you want to challenge yourself, you can do them on your feet. Next up, pause push-ups. You're going to get into your push-up position with your arms straight, Then bend down with your chest touching the ground, release your hands from the ground, and then put them down and push back up. Then you're going to repeat the exercise. So pretty much you're going to take a nice little break in between to relax your muscles. Shoulder taps. You're going to get into your plank position, and then you are going to use your hands to touch your opposite shoulder. You should make sure that you do not rock back and forth because it's a common thing that will pretty much defeat the purpose of the exercise. After this forearm to hands plank, we are going to be taking a break. So while doing this, engage all of your muscles because they'll be able to relax and take a break in 18 seconds now? Let's take a break. I hope you enjoyed that nice little break, but now we're going to do V-ups. Your goal is to touch one hand to the opposite foot. Aim to lift your chest and back as far off from the ground as you can. As the name suggests, your body should form a V. Now, let's switch to the other side. This exercise is really great for your core. Try to not use the arm that's not touching the foot to help push you up. It should be fully from your core strength. Now we're going to do butterfly sit-ups. These aren't harder or easier than typical sit-ups. They will just allow you to have a good inner thigh stretch while you're exercising. Next up, we're going to do crunches. They're pretty much exactly like sit-ups, they just have a smaller range of motion. This exercise is really great at building a six-pack and tightening your core. While doing in and outs, your hands can either be on the ground or in the air. If they are on the ground, this exercise will be slightly easier. Your knees should be bent while they're close to your chest, and then straighten them when you lift your chest upwards. For the last exercise before the second but not last break, we are going to do spider plank crunches. Make sure that there's a straight line from your head to your toes, and then you are going to lift up one foot and bring the knee to your elbow. take a break. Now we're going to repeat all of the exercises all over again. I know it feels like you've been doing this forever, but you're only halfway done. But the second half will go a lot quicker. Just put in the intensity and effort. While doing these curtsy lunges, make sure that you stay on the same side because we will be switching to the other side. Now let's switch to the other side. Make sure that your front knee is not going over your toe, and also while doing this exercise, look straight ahead and not at your feet. Next up, jump squats. Of course, while doing these, you should be putting a ton of effort in, but you should mainly be focusing on a soft landing because otherwise you may get injured. I have actually previously gotten injured from not landing carefully enough. Now we're going to do sumo squats. Your knees should go out over your toes and your toes should be pointing outward. Try to go as low down as you can. Sumo squats get their name from sumo wrestlers when they do their starting position with their feet out wide and down into this low squat. While doing a single leg glute bridge, make sure that your pressure and force is coming from the heel of your foot. You're going to push your hips up towards the sky and then release and go back down to the ground. If you want to challenge yourself, do single leg glute bridge pulses so that your butt actually never goes fully back down to the ground. Switch to the other side. While doing this, push your belly button into your spine and also make sure that you don't arch your back because this may cause lower back pain. Once again, we're going to be doing touch squats. The great thing about all of the exercises that I include in all of my workouts is there are variations to achieve what you're going for. So for example, if you're wanting a more cardio-based exercise, you just pick up the pace and maybe you don't have to fully touch the ground. Or if you're wanting to improve strength in your legs, you can go down into a deeper squat. The motion of going from your knees to your feet will increase leg strength and hip mobility. If you need to, you can quickly grab a pillow or a blanket or something else to put underneath your knees so that they don't hurt or crack. Next, we're going to do inchworm with a push-up. The thing about this exercise is that you'll only get a few repetitions done in 30 seconds, so make sure that every one is very precise and clean. If you want to challenge yourself, you can do a push-up on your feet at the bottom, but I'll be doing it on my knees. Next up, pause push-ups. These are easier than typical push-ups, but you have to have a greater range of motion because your chest touches the ground. While doing shoulder taps, make sure that you do not rock back and forth. Your core has to be tight and engaged. Your belly button should feel like it's pushing in towards your spine, and make sure that there's a straight line from your head to your toes. For the last exercise before the break, we're going to do a forearm to hand plank. You're going to start on your hands, then go down to your forearms. To challenge yourself, you can go onto your feet. It will require more balance. Let's take a break. For the second time, we're going to do V-ups. You're going to use your opposite hand to touch your opposite leg. Stay on the same side because we will end up switching sides. Let's switch to the other side. This exercise challenges your core, back, abs, and flexibility. Sometimes people do both arms and both legs at the same time, but for the purpose of this workout, we're just going to do one side at a time. While doing butterfly sit-ups, you're going to do the typical sit-ups and engage your core, but then you are also going to be increasing flexibility in your inner thighs by pushing your knees towards the ground. Although you will be getting a stretch, the main priority is to increase strength in your core. A main thing that you should think about while doing crunches is the amount of tension in your neck. You do not want excessive tension because it can strain your neck and maybe sore the next day. And in this case, it won't be muscle soreness, it'll be like pain. As I said previously in this workout, these exercises can be modified based upon what your goals are. If you want to get your heart rate up, you can do this exercise at a faster pace, or if you want to increase your balance, you can lift your hands off of the ground. For the second time, we're going to do spider plank crunches. This exercise targets your obliques, which is the side of your core. This will help you have a nice hourglass shape to your body. final exercise, we're going to do mountain climbers. Your shoulders should be right over your elbows, and then bring your knees towards you. Add a little bounce if you want to challenge yourself. This is the last exercise, so act like you're sprinting to the finish line. There's only 13 seconds left. Keep going. Run hard. Well done. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to get notified every time a new video is posted. Thanks for watching. Bye!